Hello, my dear Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is the reading for you for the last few days or the 10 days for the month of November. So that's what we are doing. Due to my health, I could not do the readings for November, but then I didn't want to just kind of let it slip. Now I'm feeling better and I want to finish November, whatever is pending, before I move on to December. And I'm also planning to do 2020, but let's see how that lines up. So let's begin with your reading here. I've already shuffled the cards and I've already given it a nice card. Okay, I'll give it one more card because they're asking me to do so. All right, it is ready now. Now here, this is what we are doing. We will do the Celtic, and just a minute here. Okay, this is better. Now here as I said, this is what we will do is a Celtic. So this is the current situation you are in. This is what is crossing it, support or the challenges, what you are in the situation. This is what is the underlying reasons or the subconscious level, what the motives, etc. are. This is what is the crowning energy. This is what your recent past or the past was like. This is what your near future, how you're dealing or mentally dealing with the entire situation, your external influence, your hopes and fears, and your potential outcome. I will not be reading reversals. And here is what we have at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. And here when I say Page of Swords, there is something which you are kind of researching on in this month. There is something which you've been waiting for. And there is some communication probably which you also might receive in this month, which is something which is aligned with the truth, something which may not go down too well. But that's what is needed for you to know, and that's what I'm getting. Now here, let's begin. Okay, we have a Page of Swords there, and we have a Knight of Swords here. That means in the month of November, or towards the end of November, the energies are very, very swift. Things are moving very fast. And while things are moving so fast, there is a possibility that there is no space for heart there, and everything is happening from the head space, moving around. A lot of action is what I'm sensing as well. Very action-packed end of November. And that's what the current situation is. And a lot of fast movements, a lot of things swiftly moving. And you probably also are moving because we have the Eight of Swords, which is crossing this. So all these fast movements are kind of augmented further with this crossing energy of Eight of Wands here. So you are moving ahead. Things are moving faster than you expect. And for some of you, you also might be moving, and there also might be very, very fast moving communication, very fast, swift messages which are happening, and probably overseas messages or something which is happening very swiftly, for sure, is what the current situation is. Now let's see what the underlying reasons are. We have this is really wonderful because this is what I've been getting for the last couple of readings as well. And this Six of Wands is success. Well, universe is saying that though things may move very swiftly and the way it looks, and you may not have any time to kind of ponder over it or kind of reflect on it. And if you're wondering that, hey, I don't know whether it's like going the right direction or no, it's going victoriously well. You're gonna come out victorious. There is success underlined. Universe is saying that there is success aligned with the entire stuff here, Taurus. So that's really wonderful. All right. I don't keep cards which are reversals, and I keep everything straight, but I don't know how this is reversed. So I will have to read it the way it is because I do as I'm guided. Now here I'm seeing that in your crowning energy, there is some heartbreak which you have dealt with because this has come reversed. There was something which you And you are also probably are scared with this entire thing, that what is happening, how it is happening, and what are the energies around, and you're scared of heartaches and you're scared of heartbreaks. And but you don't have to worry about it. Even if you kind of face it, you are done with it. And even if things feel that what I'm sensing here is that you're avoiding to be vulnerable, you know and with that vulnerability you are avoiding because you want to protect your heart. And that is why somewhere you just kind of keep moving. What I mean by keep moving is that you're very action focused and you don't want to focus on your heart because you don't want to come out vulnerable. You rather want to come out and be viewed as victorious, not vulnerable, not somebody who's weak. But then understand one thing: vulnerability is a strength. Don't run away from it, Taurus. And that's what I'm feeling somewhere, that don't, even if you've been hurt in the past, it's fine. Vulnerability is a strength. Use it to your benefit. It takes courage to shed those masks, to allow yourself to be viewed the way you are, the vulnerable being who can get hurt, who can cry, who can shed tears, and maybe scream if things are not going down too well. You don't have to kind of camouflage any of it here. And if you're using distractions and kind of only focusing on actions because you want to come out to be viewed as victorious, you don't need to be, because universe is saying that even if in the vulnerable state you will be victorious. That's fine. If the energies are moving fast and slow, it's fine to be vulnerable. You will come out victoriously, because there is definitely Wheel of Fortune around there. In the past, you've seen that karmas do play. Karma plays its role, and you've seen that unfold. It could be for you, and that's why the fear, but that's fine. The time is looking up. The wheel is always rotating. Can we stop it? Can we stop time? Can we stop this? The wheel from rotating? No. We can't do that. It's fine. Just play with it. Just have fun with it. Life is about experience, isn't it? And even vulnerability, sadness, all those things, emotions are also experiences. We should not be caught with it, but experience it as an observer, right? As an actor. And that's fine. Wheel is turning, wheel is looking up. Now it's time for a lot of action. Wheel is saying that there is movement. However, there is no need for you to be fearful. And in the near future, I see that you're confused, and probably I'm sensing that as we are conversing in this reading, that is also causing you some confusion. That is also raising some questions in your head. I am maybe catching up on your energies right now, that you are, kind of raising questions which are, even by far in the reading, you have some questions, some big questions about life, about, you're wondering, you're pondering, and you're adding on to that confusion. That's fine. When you have questions, you're becoming a seeker. You only get answers when you have questions. So it's absolutely okay to have questions. It's absolutely okay to have those confusions. It's absolutely okay to kind of be in the pondering space wherein you want to know which cup to choose, and which is more beneficial, which is not more beneficial, which one would lead me to the victorious state, which one will not be hurting me no more. But that's fine. It's life. It's all right. But when you are stuck, you also need to know that it's life. Let me experience everything. There is no cup which is a wrong cup. There is nothing really wrong the way we kind of proceed with the life. So it's absolutely fine, Taurus. Choose whatever, but relish it. Relish it to the fullest. Enjoy it. Even the pain is something which you should enjoy it, or look at it as an observer. And I don't know how do I put it forth, but then I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. Now, how you're dealing with the entire situation, right? See here, Knight. We're getting knights here. We have the bottom of the deck as page here, and we have another knight here which is coming around, and there is a possibility that you're saying that some of you and this could be the person I'm sensing, could be you're connecting with, but largely I'll read this as your energy. But you will know here how it is, that this is someone who is again trying to explore life and saying that, hey, let me see where my passions are getting fulfilled. And it could also mean kind of indulging in some sexual energies without putting your heart and soul in it. And it is just kind of using it as a distraction. So probably you're dealing with it like that. And because you don't want to be hurt, you don't want to be seen vulnerable. And because you're confused which one will lead you to vulnerability, which one will not. And hence you probably are seeing that the Knight of Wands is where it is. And this reading, you'll have to take it as it is. If you've landed upon this, there is a message for you. There are no coincidences, please know that. And there are some messages for you in this reading. There are 1,000 readers. If few of you are landing up in here, thousands of you are landing up, whatever the number is, that means there is some message for you here. All right. And if you feel that, hey, you need to move on from this reading and this is not making sense, please do listen to your heart, because you can't be just kind of moving in action without paying any heed to your heart. It's fine. Move on to watch somebody else. If this is not resonating, listen to your heart for sure. But here what I'm sensing is that for some of you, this is about indulgences, distractions is how you're dealing with the entire situation. But nonetheless, whatever, this is a phase in life wherein you probably need to be in this state towards the end of the November. There's a lot of action-packed times here, and that's absolutely fine. You don't need to be really confused, because we have the Wheel of Fortune as well, and universe is saying victory is there for you. And here we have the Ace of Wands. In the environment, you have some new beginnings which are lining up, which are, some passionate new beginnings. If you're, and you can see that with this wand here, this could also mean that there is some offer which is coming your way, and you're dealing with that as well for some of you. And this is a very beautiful, passionate offer which is coming your way, your new beginning, which is so beautifully, passionately lining up for you. And you are kind of going forward and accepting that, holding that wand in your hand and moving ahead with it. That's absolutely fine. Till the time you're not using it as a distraction, you're listening to your heart and taking a leap forward and taking those steps ahead, it's absolutely fine. But not with the fear energy, not with the fear that I don't want to be coming out as vulnerable. Yes, you can set your boundaries. You can move on from a space when it is not serving you, but not with the fear energy. That's courage is what you need to be holding on to. And that's what I'm sensing that you will be aligning to. Because with this Ace of Wands, you're realizing that your heart and your passion is where you feel happy about. What your fears and hopes are, that you're, I think this is coming more as a fear that maybe you may take that wand again, and you might be, will have to defend yourself for again long, and hence probably it's better to be staying off. But then that's fine, and that's what we were talking about. It's all right if you need to put up those boundaries, and if you want to say that, hey, this is what my limits are and this is what I can do. Understanding yourself, accepting yourself gives you courage to accept others as well. So the fears are that you might will end up defending your own beliefs, and may not serve you in the long run, because it's tiring for you to keep defending yourself. You can see the kind of wands energies we have here. We have so much of wand energy. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the cards with the wand energy. And you probably are connecting with a fire sign as well here. But then what I'm sensing that you are kind of aligning into the passionate side of yours, and you should not be fearing that. It's all right if you need to again defend yourself. Maybe there are lessons to be learned around while you defend yourself on. And it's not even defending yourself. You're just kind of letting other person know, or the world around, or the relatives, or the people, or the colleagues know that, hey, this is how I operate. This is who I am. It's not about rigidity here, and you can be flexible. This is how I am. However, I'm okay to try something else, but this is what core of me. And if I'm after trying also, if I don't feel it, I don't feel it. Let's see what the potential outcome is. Magician. This is brilliant. This is brilliant, Taurus. because we are closing this with the potential outcome as with the magician, meaning that this is a major arcana for sure, that we have the wheel of fortune and the magician, two major arcanas in the reading. Magician is that things are manifesting, and you have the power to manifest, and that's what the magician is. Magician creates magic in it, by himself. It's not that somebody else is performing those tricks, and then the magician is not magician, then he's an actor. But magician is magician because he or she performs those tricks himself and is able to manifest stuff by himself or herself. And that's what magician energy is. So you have all the tools, you have all the caliber, you have all the stuff, because you have gone through those experiences which have made you realize that yes, you have all the power and you can create whatever you want. You need to kind of keep realizing that you are a powerful being, a powerful manifester, and that's what this magician is talking about, and that is what your potential outcome is out there, which is very, very beautiful. Now let's see what the further messages you have from Archangel Michael or Romance Angels, because we have mixed decks. We've got one card here from Archangel Michael. I'll just kind of turn that. I'll just take one more from Archangel Michael or Romance Angels. Let's see what comes around. I'm just shuffling. You can't see it on the camera because of the settings, but that's fine. Okay, so we have got the first card, which kind of came as innocence, and that's what we were talking about. It's vulnerable. Somebody who's crying, looking at things compassionately, not being rude about things. That doesn't mean that that person is a fool, and let people think what they think. Innocence is something which is rewarded tremendously by the universe. Universe wants us to be innocent. Universe wants us to value innocence in each and everything. Our living beings around, the animals, the trees, the plants, they're so innocent. And the kids, and we all have that, the inner being, the inner kid, which is so innocent, and we don't tap into that energy. However, there is further confirmation for you here, my dear Taurus, that you are on the right path and you're protected, you're guided. Your hand is being held by Archangel Michael, and he himself is leading you onto the right path and taking you ahead in the right path. So you really don't have to fear anything. You don't have to be scaring being vulnerable as well. It's absolutely fine because you have the power. You have the power. You do have the power. Now let's see what the further messages are for whosoever is watching this reading. If you're a cross watcher, then this message is for you for the rest of the month, for the month pending month of November, the second half of November, the last leg of November. Wherever is the message for Taurus or cross watcher, whosoever is watching this. We've got two cards, but then I'm just guided to take the first one. And here we have the beginnings, and I think yes, in the environment, in the external environment, we have it, and we have the bottom of the deck as a page of sword. Here also, it could be a very in the nascent stage, but then yes, ace is a new beginning, and ace is what we have, and you're on the right path. So life is a series of cycles, and time of rebirth is indicated for you. This may mean a new phase of relationship, the germination of fresh idea, or the development of qualities in you like laughter, light, or hope. It may herald a total change. Do not be afraid to let go of familiar, for the new cannot enter until the old and outworn has departed. Your angel guidance is to accept the new, for it will be welcome when it arrives. Birth is a vulnerable time. See, birth is a vulnerable time, right? This fragile force needs to be protected and nurtured within you. Ask the angels to guide the new beginnings in your life safely to maturity. And this is what you can use as affirmation. I welcome and nurture the new in my life. And that's the reading for you, Taurus, and that's wonderful in my view. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you want a private reading, you can write to agnya8@gmail.com. And I also will be doing the 2020 predictions for the whole year. And if you want that read, you can also write to me at agnya8@gmail.com and we can take it ahead from there. I've mentioned those details in the description box below. Well, thank you so much once again. Enjoy your rest of the month and be happy.